welcome back to the group stage of the Season 3 World Championship live from Los Angeles, California. In just a few minutes, Vulcan and Gambit square off in our second game of the day. But first, I'd like to welcome Mineski's jungler Kaigu to the interview lounge. Thanks, first of all, for joining us, Kaigu. You got some fans here, that's for sure. I want to take it a step back before all this crazy action here at Worlds to your qualification process. You took down SGS in a qualifier that you probably, well, you shouldn't have actually been there in the end. Talk us through that and how it feels to be here at Worlds.
When we beat SGS, I think that they played good, but we just played better. And here at Worlds, we're trying to learn as much as we can, and so we can do better next time. So
let's talk about your trip here as well, because I think that's one thing that a lot of people underestimate. I'm still tired and I only came here from Europe. So talk us through your trip from the Philippines here to LA and how it affects you and your game.
So our flight was, I think, around 12 to 13 hours. And I don't think it really affects us that much. But during the afternoons, all of us tend to get sleepy, like 3 p.m. Yeah.
I know that feeling. I've had it pretty much every single day for the week that I've been here. So let's talk about your preparation for the World Championships themselves. What kind of training regime did you have? How many hours were you spending? What were you doing? And which teams were you really focusing on in your group?
Before we came to LA, we had a 1-week boot camp at the Philippines. And we played for like 6 hours a day. And then we watched some replays for 2 hours. Like replays of Gambit, Fnatic, and Vulcan.
How do you think your style differs to those teams, to the Korean teams, the European teams, and Vulcan in your group?
I think that the Southeast Asian region focuses more on the extended lacing phases and late game team fights.
So we have to talk about where you are right now. 0 for 3 in the group stage. Number one, can you turn that record around and have a positive win ratio at the end? And number two, which teams do you feel capable of taking down here?
I think we can turn it around if we just commit less mistakes early game, like not dying in lane and not giving up free dragons. And yeah.
So which teams then? Which teams are you looking at to say, we can beat these?
We have a match later against Vulcan. I hope we can do well against them.
Against their North American crowd here as well. That would be a big bonus for you guys, I think. And last of all, a little bit of time for you to shout out to your fans back home, because I'm sure there are a lot of them staying up to watch you right now.
Hello to the fans of from the Philippines and
and your fans here as well.
Hello to the fans here. And shoutouts to Mineski, our sponsors, Razer and Monster.
Thanks a lot, Kaigu, and good luck in your remaining games here.
Thank you.
So let's send it over to Quick Shot and Crew.